Hello, everybody, and welcome to Aftersight. I am your host, Penn Street.
And I am your co-host and editor of the Aftersight podcast, and my name is Evan Starnes. And today we have a pretty special treat for you guys.
We had an amazing time up on the mountain in Vail, Colorado with Foresight Ski Guides, and we did a multitude of interviews with everybody involved.
We have quite a few different interviews, as a matter of fact, from many different people in, a couple different locations around the resort where we went. And Penn and I took a bit of a hybrid approach to these interviews. She interviewed some people and I interviewed a few people myself. And we definitely hope that you enjoy listening to these interviews. They're really fun to make. So with that being said, enjoy the show.
Enjoy. So, the Audio Trekkers team, we are sitting at the base of the gondola in Vail, Colorado. We all just had an incredible morning of skiing, and it feels like it's like 90 degrees outside. The sun is shining beautiful. It's bright blue skies. And I had an amazing morning with my guides. And Trevor, how was your morning?
Oh, it was fantastic, just getting back into carving on the snowboard, and my guides have been very amazing and well, directioned and everything, so it's been a good day.
Great. So Trevor, I know you were really nervous when you went out this morning. How long did it take you to get over that?
It took one run, and then I was pretty much, ready to... I was linking turns quite a bit on the second run, and so it was really good.
And Evan, how about you?
I mean, honestly, I hadn't been skiing in a couple of years, so I ended up going on the really basic stuff, and I just kind of had to regain my ski legs. I did fall a couple of times, but it wasn't like a super bad fall, so that's a good thing. But I definitely feel like I'm regaining the skill that I had a couple of years ago, thankfully. So
that's great. And Moses, I know you were just kind of along for the ride, but how was it up there for you watching us ski?
Well, part of it is really good, but I just took a bite of dessert.
Oh yeah.
No, it was really great because it was like Penn was skiing as fast as any of the sighted people, and then it wasn't with you guys, but it sounds like you guys all made some improvement, and then we're going to get overlap. So that's it for me.
One neck. So with us today we have Mindy Daigle from Loveland, Colorado, and Mindy is a spectacular skier and a good friend of mine, and she's really interested in becoming a guide for the blind. Mindy, what made you think that would be a cool idea?
Well, I love skiing with you. That gave me the idea first and foremost. Second of all, I think it's a great opportunity to give back and teach people how spectacular the sport is and get people outside. So, yeah, probably because of you.
Aw, but Mindy loves skiing. There's some people that like to ski and they do it because it's fun. Mindy loves skiing and it shows.
I do. I'm the first one on the chairlift in the morning and the last one down at the end of the day. So
yeah, and she's also a good teacher as well. So, well, I hope you turn into a real guide.
I hope I do.
You're a good guide already.
Thank you. I appreciate the opportunity.
all right, hi everybody, this is Evan Starnes, and with me is my guide, David. So, David, how long have you been a ski guide for?
I've been an adaptive instructor and ski guide for 30 years.
And really, what made you want to start being a ski guide?
I saw somebody guiding a blind skier at Winter Park, and I followed them for a while, and finally the gentleman that was guiding said, come over here. You're welcome to join us. And so I learned a lot that day, and I hung out with them for the rest of the day and learned a lot, and became very interested in it, and that's how I got started.
And you got all sorts of people from, kids to, people older than I am, right?
Absolutely.
Nice.
I think the youngest person was about 8 years old, and the oldest person was 80.
Awesome. Do you have any further comments for our listeners?
Well, I had a wonderful day out on the mountain with Evan today, and he's progressing very nicely in his skiing.
Fantastic. Thank you so much, David.
You're welcome. Have a great day.
So, we just had a great dinner together in Vail. We all had pizzas and salads, and we're all a little bit tired after a long day of skiing and some bumps and bruises, but it was a fun day. It was awesome to have Bill Johnson with us for the last couple of days, and if you listen back to several episodes ago, we interviewed Bill Johnson with his book, Snowblind. And so, Bill, you shared in your book about how you became a much better skier after you lost your sight.
Yep.
Can you talk a little bit about that? Like, how did that happen?
Yeah, well, part of it was I had a lot of opportunity to ski more. I had skied some in college, and I guess on my own dime to some degree, and that probably limited. I enjoyed skiing from the beginning. I think it's probably not widely known, but there are charitable type organizations in almost all the ski resorts that provide train guides and help with other disabilities and different types of adaptive skiing. And I just think it's a wonderfully, at least for people that are blind and visually impaired, that's all I can speak to. It's wonderfully adaptive thing, and I've had an opportunity to ski some hundreds of days in the 30 years since I was blinded, and I don't know. I guess the actual skiing, I just really focus on feeling what my feet are feeling on the skis, and we hit different terrain and different pitches, and it just seems quite natural to stay balanced on the skis. So I love it.
So the other thing that you had mentioned that people have been complimenting your skiing this year,
Yeah.
and you ski so gracefully, and it just seems like no effort goes into it whatsoever. And you said this year it seemed like everything just seemed to connect. Do you know why?
I'll say one thing that was huge this year is I bought a pair of new boots, and they really made a huge difference. But I'll also say, the guides here in Vail, where I've skied quite a bit in the last few years, their job isn't really to teach skiing, but they have given me a few tips over the years, and I would say maybe nothing I hadn't heard at some point, but I think my skiing has just progressed, and maybe I was ready to listen a little bit better, and the boots have made a difference, and very. I like hearing that, but it just feels so. I can feel, I guess, what people tell me they see, and it really feels good.
Okay. Well, yeah, I guess that's true for anything. You get the right equipment and the right training, you're bound to succeed.
Yeah.
So, well, thanks, Bill. It's been such a treasure for me to ski with you twice this winter.
It's been my pleasure. It's been great to see all you guys out here.
Right. Another great day of skiing with Foresight Ski Guides. Today I had the pleasure of skiing, I shouldn't say this, but he's my favorite guide, Mark Masto. He's a senior Foresight Ski Guide. And Mark, how was it today for you?
Well, just phenomenal. Skiing with Penn is like just skiing with a college buddy. She skis fast and she wants to know, there's no one around, and then it's all about free skis. So we seem to click from the first day. This is our third day skiing. skiing totally, and yeah, we just really whipped it up today, and even in this low light day that we're having, it was still a lot of fun.
Yeah. Mark, how long have you been a guide for Foresight?
So they tell me this is my 40th year. I kept thinking, hanging on to that 39, but Bill Murphy and I started with an ad in the Westward newspaper. They were looking for ski guides at Vail, and we got involved when it was the Colorado School for the Deaf and Blind Ski School, and that morphed into Foresight.
Wow, that's awesome. Well, I'm glad. I hope you have 40 more years in you, because I always want to ski with you.
Well, I would love to do it again, and this is our passion. So we love your group, and we would love for you to come back as well.
Well, thank you. All of you make it possible for us to do this, so thank you.
Great. Thank you for having me.
So one of our skiers for the last couple of days was Lynn. And Lynn, how was it?
It was great. I haven't been skiing in 18 years, and it showed.
Oh, no. Oh, no. So is it going to be 18 more years before you go?
No. I better try it again within the next year.
Yeah. Well, hopefully you'll come back to Foresight, because they're such a great program.
It is a great organization, and their guides were just super.
Awesome. Well, till next time, Lynn.
Okay, thanks.
Hey everybody, this is Evan again, and with me is James Daigle, Mindy Daigle's husband, who just so happens to also be a photographer. So, James, you went with Penn and Trevor, and you went along and took pictures and, just skied and had a good time. So, what was that experience like for you?
Oh, it's so amazing to watch the growth of somebody from the start of the day to the end of the day, how they gain more confidence, start to pick up their lines better, and taking pictures. We now have that for posterity to show folks what this program is truly all about.
Oh, nice. And, your wife Mindy is a very excellent skier. How long have you been skiing for?
Oh, I've been skiing for 30 years, but my wife is more focused in her training of skiing. I was a hockey player, so I kind of all over the slopes.
Right, but would you consider yourself, you're pretty good?
I can ski. I can ski pretty much everything, but I can no longer keep up with my kids. I have a son who jumps off cliffs and a daughter who ski races, so they've well passed me.
Wow. And, when you first started skiing, what was it like your very first time skiing?
Oh, it was a nightmare. I didn't start skiing till 18. I had played hockey till then, and my friends were all expert skiers, so they spent more time laughing than I care to remember.
Are there any further comments that you'd like to
I
give
think
our
this
listeners?
organization is just amazing to watch what it does, and watching also, as we were in the lines, watching all of the folks who were waiting in line to go up the lift, watching you guys go through the lifts and commenting, and just, you could see that they were amazed with what was happening.
All right. Well, thank you so much, James.
You're welcome.
We really hope that you enjoyed the interviews as much as we had doing them for you. Thanks so much for listening, and have a great week.
Please be sure to stay tuned for future episodes as we make them, and always remember that there is life after sight.